Good morning to all. This is S.N. Mushkina Banu from CSE Department, C section, studying first BTech, second semester, 2023-24. Today my CAA2 assignment topic is BJT in CC configuration. Today we are discussing about BJT in CC configuration, that means bipolar junction transistor in CC configuration. Let us discuss topics or contents in BJT in CC configuration. We are discussing today about introduction to BJT in CC configuration and what is BJT in CC configuration, input characteristics of CC configuration and also output characteristics of CC configuration and its analysis, advantages of CC configuration, applications of CC configurations and all. Let us go to next slide. Coming to the point, introduction to BJT in CC configuration. CC configuration means common collector configuration. What is common collector configuration? The common collector configuration is also known as the emitter follower configuration. Why? Because it is named as emitter follower configuration because the emitter is followed by the CC configuration, so it is known as the emitter follower configuration. We have right side diagram of NPN and PNP transistor setup. In this setup, the input is applied between the base and emitter terminals, while the output is taken from the collector and emitter terminals. In this setup, the input is applied between the base and emitter and output is taken from the collector and emitter terminals. The CC configuration offers high input impedance and output impedance, making it useful for impedance matching and voltage amplification. In CC configuration, the offers high means both input and output impedance as high and is useful for impedance matching and voltage amplification. Let us discuss operating principle of BJT in CC configuration. In the CC configuration, the emitter terminal is common to both input and output circuits. The input signal at the base controls the current flowing through the emitter collector circuit. The output voltage is taken across the load resistor connected between the collector and the positive supply voltage. The input signal at the base controls the currents flowing through the emitter collector circuit and output voltage is taken across the load resistor. The input characteristics of BJT in CC configuration. What is the input characteristics? The input characteristics of BJT in CC configuration shows the relationship between input current and input voltage while keeping the output voltage as constant. It shows the relationship between input current means IB and VBE while keeping the VCE as constant. The output characteristics curve is almost flat due to the high input impedance of CC configuration. As the base current increases, the input voltage remains relatively constant, showcasing the current amplification properties of the BJT in CC configuration. Output characteristics of BJT in CC configuration. The output characteristics of BJT in CC configuration shows the relationship between output voltage VCE and output current IC for different values of input current IB. The output characteristics curve shows a linear relationship between IC and VCE with a linearly constant output voltage until saturation. Saturation occurs when the BJT is fully conducting, resulting in a minimal change in output voltage despite variations in input current. Let us discuss the characteristics of BJT in CC configuration. The characteristics of BJT in CC configuration are the voltage gain, the current gain, and the output impedance. Firstly, the voltage gain. The voltage gain of the CC configuration is slightly less than unity, typically around 0.9 to 0.95, and the current gain, beta, of the transistor still plays a significant role in determining the overall performance of the CC amplifier. The output impedance. The output impedance of the CC configuration is relatively low, providing a good drive capability for subsequent stages. Design considerations for BJT in CC configuration. Proper biasing of the transistor is essential to ensure linear operation. Selection of appropriate collector resistor to set the operating point and optimize the voltage gain. Careful consideration of input and output impedance matching for maximum power transfer efficiency. AC load line analysis. In BJT CC configuration, AC load line analysis is used to determine the operating point and small signal performance of a BJT in CC configuration. By superimposing the small signal AC load line on the output characteristics curve, the Q point and the signal amplification properties can be analyzed. The Q point presents the DC biasing point, while small signal variations around the Q point indicates the amplification capability of the BJT in CC configuration. Comparison with other BJT configurations means the comparison with common collector, common base, and common emitter. The common collector configuration offers higher input impedance compared to the common emitter configuration. The common base configuration provides higher current gain but lower input impedance than the common collector configuration. Each configuration has its own advantages and is chosen based on the specific requirements of the circuit. Let us discuss the advantages of using BJT in CC configuration. High input impedance allows the CC configuration to interface with high impedance sources without loading them. Low input impedance makes it suitable for driving low impedance loads directly, provides a voltage gain close to unity, making it useful for impedance matching applications. Let us discuss the applications of BJT in CC configuration. BJT in CC configuration is commonly used as a buffer amplifier to provide impedance matching between high and low impedance circuits. It is also utilized in voltage follower circuits to isolate the input and output impedance, ensuring minimal signal distortion. The high input impedance and the low output impedance characteristics make BJT in CC configuration suitable for applications requiring signal buffering, impedance matching, and voltage following. At last, the conclusion. BJT in common collector configuration offers a balance between input and output impedance, making it versatile for various applications. Understanding the operating principles and design considerations is crucial for successful implementation of CC amplifiers. By leveraging the advantages and addressing the limitations, BJT in CC configuration can be a valuable building block in electronic circuits. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Have a nice day.